G'day, I'm Lindsay Tanner, Minister for Finance and Deregulation in the Rudd Government, and I've also got significant responsibilities with respect to information management and IT in the Australian Government. Information technologies are transforming the way that governments do business all around the world. They're opening up new possibilities for government to improve transparency, accountability and efficiency of government. In particular, Web 2.0 technologies are delivering new opportunities that governments in many countries are just starting to exploit. And it's really crucial that in Australia we are up there amongst the leading countries making use of these new opportunities. And there's two particular themes that I and the government are keen to pursue. The first is transparency, using these technologies to maximise the extent to which government information, data and material can be put out into the public domain, that we can be as accountable as possible, as transparent as possible, and that this data is available for use in the general community. And secondly, to improve the ways that we engage with people in the wider community, in consultation, in discussion, in dialogue about regulation, about government decisions, about policy generally. These are just two of the key themes that we are very keen to pursue to maximise the opportunities that we can get from these technologies to improve the way we govern. And in order to pursue that, the government has established a task force chaired by Dr Nicholas Gruen, who is a very well-known blogger, economics consultant, head of Lateral Economics, and one of the key thinkers on regulation and technology in Australia today. And the task force during the balance of this year, with representation from both public and private sectors, is going to explore all of the avenues, all the possibilities for reform that the government should be pursuing in order to maximise these opportunities, in order to ensure that we can both maximise use of government information, transparency and better engagement between the government and the wider community. I'm really excited about the possibilities that are involved here. I'm really committed to ensuring that our government and our country are at the forefront of world developments in this area. And I'm very pleased that we have been able to establish this task force to set a lead, to establish a pathway for us into the future. I'd like to now introduce Dr Nicholas Gruen, who will chair the task force and who's got a very substantial track record of involvement in these issues.
Thanks, Lindsay. The Obama administration came to government riding on the magic carpet of Web 2.0. That is, the use of the internet to involve citizens in what their government does for them and what they can do for their government. The Brown administration, the Brown government in the United Kingdom has been very active in this area for several years, and a range of exciting initiatives have come from there. And all sorts of other governments are getting excited about this. The Australian government is excited about it, and there are a number of agencies that have already raced to the forefront. The Australian Bureau of Statistics has gone from selling its data behind a closed model where that data couldn't go free, where it couldn't be used easily by people who came up with ways in which it might be used that no one had thought of. It has gone from that to being released under a Creative Commons licence, where anyone anywhere can use that data to look at what's going on in Australia, and we can get the benefit of that. The ABC has initiated its pool project, where there is a range of things going on again under Creative Commons licence, and the Powerhouse Museum in Sydney was the first museum in the world to release a range of photographs on Flickr, again leading to all sorts of results that couldn't really be imagined at the time. That's why I call this kind of exercise engineering for serendipity. Lindsay has summarised our two basic tasks, which are to let as much data, as much information that the public sector funds as possible go free on the internet, to be used in all sorts of ways that we can't anticipate. And the other task, of course, is to try and use the new ways in which people are using the web to really enrich the way in which governments govern and the way in which governments collaborate with citizens of Australia. I'm certainly looking forward to the challenge of this task force and the opportunity of this task force, and I hope to be able to keep you informed of its progress as we go.
Thanks, Nicholas, and I'd like to put an invitation to you, to everybody in the wider community who's interested in these possibilities, to make a contribution, to submit to the task force, to make your views known, and to help us reform government, to help us improve the transparency, the quality and the depth of government and the engagement between the government and citizens in our country. There's a lot of exciting possibilities here. Nicholas's task force is going to be doing the hard work of working through all of those possibilities and developing ideas for reform. We'd like you to contribute.